Everyone. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another Crypto Kid show. Today, the price of Bitcoin is actually trading at $91,000. So this is an emergency live stream. I just need to pop in the share screen, of course. So give me a second, but the price of Bitcoin is trading at $91,000. You can trust me on this one. It is trading at $91,000. That is the case. But we're going to jump into all the charts and discuss why this is happening and talk about if it's a good time to sell or take profit on your Bitcoin. That is a very, very, very important topic because I know that a lot of people are sadly thinking that it's too expensive to buy Bitcoin, right? It's too expensive to buy Bitcoin. And the truth is, it's not the case. So there we go. Now we should have the screen share on the charts. I know it's a bit of a annoying thing, but there we go. Okay, we finally have the screen share. Boom. We have it. The price of Bitcoin is at 90.6K. Unbelievable. Like it's pretty crazy to now see that the price of Bitcoin is trading at such an extraordinary level. I mean, we've been talking about it for so long. We've been expecting Bitcoin to go as high as $93,000, 93.5. That was the expectation that I was giving to people on the early days. So during this consolidation period, I was like, okay, 92.5 to $95,000 is the point of which I'm going to start considering to take some profit on my Bitcoin long positions. And we're approaching that area very nicely. It's just incredible to see how beautiful of a consolidation period we had during the stage. Like it was a beautiful consolidation period. I would have never imagined Bitcoin to so perfectly break out, but we did, and we've been talking about it for so long. It was 7 to 8 months of a consolidation period, much more beautiful than the one we got here, and I'm very happy with what has happened. So 90.8K, I do believe we hit $91,000 very briefly. So if we quickly zoom into the 4-hourly time frame, we can see that Bitcoin in fact did reach $91,000. Congratulations, everyone. $91,000 is definitely huge. So I'll be jumping into your questions towards the end. Make sure to smash up the like button and subscribe if you're new to the Crypto Kid channel. I'm going to try and bring up the comments because there we go. We have the comment section right here. Let's get to 100 likes. That would be incredible if we can get to 100 likes. All right, let's jump back into the news. We have a lot of news on Dogecoin, specifically about Elon Musk and Trump announcing, making a presidential announcement, which included the literal words DOGE, and that sent Dogecoin normally to the absolute moon, right? It was a completely normal thing for Dogecoin to see here. You can see 42 cents now for Dogecoin, 42 cents. If we jump to the weekly scale, this was when we were talking about Dogecoin. This was when I was shouting to everyone and begging them to buy just a little bit of Dogecoin because I was so sure that look, in this cycle, even if we don't have Trump winning and becoming president, Dogecoin is the first point of entry for retail, if that makes sense, right? If you ask any random person about cryptocurrencies, they're going to just say, right, either Ethereum, Bitcoin, or I think Dogecoin. And that's what's happening here. So I'm super happy that Dogecoin is pumping. It's my biggest altcoin holding, and it looks pretty solid. It looks pretty solid. Lil Guaps is saying, hope I hit 6 figures this bull run. Man, I hope the same for you too. I think it's very easy for you to reach 6 figures. I think Bitcoin is going to reach 6 figures very soon. I mean, we're literally $9,000 away from 91K per Bitcoin. 91K is $9,000 away. Let that sink in. We did the moon show just a few. Let's go to YouTube. We did the moon show like 1 hour ago. And if we look at the moon channel, I was talking about a bullish pennant that was forming during the CPI data announcement. So if you go here, we were talking about a bullish pennant. And in fact, I did open a position just to show everyone how they could be setting the position up. Remember, in a bull cycle, in a Bitcoin bull cycle, the probability of a correction significantly reduces. And whatever correction that you do see on Bitcoin, it's always a great idea to try and long the market somehow. That's what I would be saying. But we had the bull flag. We entered the long here at $89,000. So if you did manage to open a long position, then congratulations. Let me know in the chat section if you are currently long Bitcoin. And massive congratulations to you. But 90.9, that's phenomenal. 90.9 is really, really unbelievable to see for Bitcoin. $91,000 has been hit. And the first take profit that I'm just gonna aim to take profit from just my long holdings, not my spot holdings, will be at the 91,000, not 91, but $101,000 level. And this is because we have the 1.618 Fibonacci extension point at this level. And historically speaking, Bitcoin likes to go to that level. It likes to go there and take profit. It likes to go there for people to put their take profits and kind of chill out a little bit. If you look at this rally that we had from the breakout of the descending broadening channel or the bull flag, whatever you want to call it, that's already going to be like a 53% rally from the point of the breakout. But we've not seen anything in terms of retail. Like the retail volume is nowhere close to where it's going to be when Bitcoin reaches $100,000. Like, can you imagine all the retail on all different forms of media talking about Bitcoin, talking about cryptocurrencies? The stock market is dropping. If you go to the stock market, it's not rallying like Bitcoin has been rallying. And this is a very interesting thing. That it puts Bitcoin at a very interesting point because now everything is taking a chill pill. In the traditional finance world, the stock market, the S&P 500, gold, they've all taken a bit of a chill pill and they've kind of corrected a little bit more towards the downside. But you go to Bitcoin and now we're at 91.5K, already $1,000 since we opened up this live show. Already $1,000 higher since we opened up this live show. And I find that to be absolutely incredible. Incredible. 91K Bitcoin. You guys do realize, right, that we're not going to $60,000 again. It's not happening. On the day of the election, Bitcoin never goes back to the price it was on the day of the election. And the price of Bitcoin was, I think the average was 72.5K. So we're not going to where we were ever again at the day of the election. Early $70,000 and $60,000 per Bitcoin is gone. It's non-existent. It's never going to happen again. So let that sink in. Let that sink in. It feels unreal, right? It feels unreal, especially with Dogecoin rallying like 20% every single day. Everything feels unreal. So smash on the like button if you're excited for this bull market. We have 200 people watching. You guys are all fantastic. Make sure to get this let's get the likes to 500 by the time hopefully we have more viewers. So it would be very, very nice to see more likes on the live stream. But it's happening, guys. It's finally happening. Bitcoin is pumping 91.7. We're gonna hit 92,000 any second now. And when the price of Bitcoin hits 100,000, oh my God! Like, oh my God! I can't even imagine what we're gonna face. But remember, Germany cashed out all of their Bitcoin at $50,000 per Bitcoin. $50,000 was when the German government sold all of their Bitcoin at. They would have made almost a 2x. Literally, they would have made a 2x if they had held onto their Bitcoin. 2x. Two times. And they weren't holding any joke amount of a Bitcoin. I think they were holding like 1.5 billion or in fact, it was like $2 billion on their Bitcoin positions, but they sold and they lost out on billions of dollars worth of Bitcoin. This was funny because this meme talks about somebody managing their own crypto portfolio, which is just $200 big. And they draw all these squiggly lines and everything. But the truth of the matter is that you don't need to overcomplicate stuff. There's no reason to be overcomplicating stuff. It's absolutely unnecessary to be doing so because Bitcoin just works in multiple cycles, right? You have 4-year cycles that carry on for a period of 4 years. And after that 4 years is over, then you have Bitcoin going to almost new all-time highs and going parabolically into new all-time highs. That's the case. You don't have to be a genius to be predicting what's going to happen because it just repeats every 4 years. You need to time the cycle, you buy as soon as you break above the prior all-time high, and boom, you're set for a very good amount of time. At least until the next bear market, you'll be doing very, very well for yourself. And I think the moment where we need to start taking some profit is going to be by the end of 2026 because you can see that this was a very, very, very popular chart drawn out by a legendary crop producer. And he put all of the time, he basically found a huge correlation between the times of which the stock market would rally and the time of which the crops it would be harvest season for crops to be good for, I don't know, like he was just basically a crop producer, and he was able to align that cycle with the stock market. And it's been performing like 90% accurately. So he's saying that the markets will continue rallying to 2026. And then after that, we will have a small decline towards the downside all the way until 2032. So whatever money we can extract from Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency cycles will be our probably last chance until the next kind of bull bear market. So I would just try to make as much money from crypto as possible, and the best way to do that is by subscribing to this channel, smashing up the like buttons, and turning the notifications to all, because you want to be alerted as soon as possible when there is a potential trading opportunity. Because when there is a potential trading opportunity, you're probably going to end up making a lot of money from it. The ETFs are making a lot of money from Bitcoin. So it's not only the retail, but the ETFs are making a ton of money from Bitcoin. They're getting billions of dollars worth of inflows every single day. And that will be the narrative. I think that alongside Trump will be the narrative that pushes Bitcoin to extraordinary all-time highs. I saw a comment asking about the S&P and how that's dumping, but Bitcoin is doing the opposite. If you go to 2023, December and November of 2023, you can see that the price of the stock market and also gold, I'm trying to have some gummy bears at the same time because I didn't have dinner, but you can see that the price of the stock market broke past all-time highs in November, December, Jan of 2023, and it's been creating new highs ever since, right? Lower highs and higher highs and higher lows. We've been in an uptrend ever since. Gold did the same. In November, December of 2023, you broke above prior all-time highs, and boom, gold and the stock market exploded. Bitcoin is just doing the same thing. It's just doing the same thing. However, it just lagged a little bit behind because of the way that the cycles work. You broke above the cup and handle pattern, the inverse head and shoulders pattern. You broke above the Bitcoin bull flag, and now we're printing money. That's just how everything works. You have a beautiful consolidation phase near prior all-time highs. Beautiful consolidation phase. Like if this dipped and we kind of drifted around for a while, it would have been pretty bad, but we didn't. We decided to stay very close to where the prior all-time highs were, have a bit of an accumulation phase, just like what we did here in 2020, and boom. I've always said that it just looks too textbook this time. It looks too perfect. It looks even better than 2020, 2019, even 2017. The parabola, the Bitcoin bull flag, us retesting the parabola, and having the final sort of rally into that parabolic structure. If you go to parabolic technical analysis, this is a time where I would consider slowly taking a bit of profits, right? So this is a time where, yes, I would expect higher prices, but I would also just slowly take a little bit of profits off of the table if you have derivatives long positions. If you have spot Bitcoin holdings, then I wouldn't touch it personally. But if you have derivatives long positions, then I would slowly start taking some cash out, because you see that in this parabola that we've been for so long, right? So long. This is the final stage of it. So it could end at 100K, it could end at 120K, but eventually we'll have a decline to probably the 80s region and then continue rallying. That is my expectation. So if you have any derivatives long positions on Bitcoin, slowly but surely you can consider taking some profits off of the table. That's all I will say. But how's the altcoin market doing? Because the altcoin market must be going insane. Peanut. We'll talk about Peanut in a short while, but the altcoin market is also doing very well. They're doing 67% in case of ADA in the past month. Pepe up 74, Bonk up 71, Shiba up 51%. But the truth is, when we have altcoin season, you'll be seeing these gains on a daily basis, not on a weekly basis. Solana will go up 40% in one day. Cardano will go up 60% in one day. Shiba will go up 50% in one day, not over a period of 13 days. That's the difference between Bitcoin bull market and altcoin season, of which altcoin season is not here yet. That's the kind of reality that we're in. But anyways, moving on. We can see that a lot of institutions have started to allocate themselves into Bitcoin. MicroStrategy, now their total value is is in $25 billion. Marathon, $2.5 billion. Riot Platforms now, their value is $1 billion. Tesla, it should be $1 billion, but I guess I'm not so sure about this. I think Tesla does have, I know it's $800 million their holdings are worth. Look at this. Just a few weeks ago, it was worth $600 million. It jumped to $800 million in a matter of a few weeks. It's pretty crazy to see this. It's really, really crazy to see how the value of all the Bitcoin that companies have is jumping up. The United States of America, their Bitcoin holdings have went up to $19 billion now. It's worth $19 billion. And they're going to start accumulating ASAP. Right? When Trump sees that the price of Bitcoin is rallying, he's probably going to FOMO and accumulate the 800,000 Bitcoin that we're expecting for the United States to purchase as soon as he becomes president. I am expecting that to happen. Scottie Pippen is bullish, and I think that's a great thing. Scottie Pippen said that in 2024 is giving him flashbacks of the Bulls in 91, a dynasty just starting. Get ready for what's next. You know what? I completely agree with him. That's very funny. I do completely agree with him. If you look at the Bitcoin cycle history, we're exactly on par of where we should be. And if you look at the prior cycles, it's all blue, clear skies ahead of us. Italy rejected the 42% tax on Bitcoin and crypto, and they said that they will probably reduce it to 20%, and or they may not. They may even potentially eradicate it, but I don't think that will be the situation. They will most likely reduce the Bitcoin tax to the 20% area. Bitcoin has officially flipped silver. It's an incredible moment to witness. We're coming very close to gold. Bitcoin will eventually flip gold in terms of market cap. It is happening. We're now halfway in terms of the market sentiment. So the amount of people searching for Bitcoin is exactly at the halfway point of where we were in the previous bull market. So if we go to Google Trends, let's go to Google Trends. Where's Google Trends? Google search trends. There we go. Google Trends and search for Bitcoin. All right, Bitcoin. Cryptocurrency, that's the one. That's the one we're looking for. Worldwide. Past since 2004. You can see we're exactly at the halfway. We're just over the halfway point. So here in the height of the bull market in 2021, you can see that it was 100, and now we're just over the 50-point mark, which is nice, which is very, very nice. Alex Jones, I don't know who Alex Jones is, but he posted about Bitcoin. I got 30,000 likes on Twitter, 2.7 million views. He interviewed Bitcoin maximalist Max Kaiser, which is pretty cool to see. Bitcoin Magazine's Bitcoin conference is happening in Abu Dhabi between the 9th and 10th of December. If you're around in Dubai, in the United Arab Emirates, I will be speaking there. Da Vinci, Carl, Mr. M, we will all be there. This is the guy behind the Bitcoin conference and basically around the Trump campaign support for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies overall. We're going to get the Bitcoin reserve, and that's just going to cause nations, countries to FOMO into Bitcoin. We've been saying this for so many months. It's going to happen. And what's even cooler is that the Senate majority leader is going to be someone who is very much pro-Trump and his policies, meaning if Trump does want to introduce Bitcoin policy, Bitcoin whatever, there's a much higher likelihood that it's going to get passed in Congress for it to become actual law, and that will help Bitcoin's price significantly when we do decide to see pro-Bitcoin legislation come in. Marsha Blackburn is also the person that tweeted it. She's one of the most popular people in terms of supporting Bitcoin publicly. So Marsha Blackburn, thank you so much for your support. Hopefully we do get that pro-Bitcoin or pro-Trump Senate majority leader. If you were following the Moon Show a few minutes ago, I said that, look, we're breaking above this bullish pennant. We're likely going to continue further towards the upside. And if we do get the cross above the neckline, it could be an interesting time to open a Bitcoin long position. This is, of course, a demo trading account, which I was showing the people on the Moon Show, saying that, look, if you're not signed up to an exchange already, make sure to sign up and make sure to prepare, because you're going to get some pretty cool opportunities during this bull market cycle. So even if it's signing up to Bybit, using the links in the description down below, and creating a demo trading account, which is very simple, just understand how it's done, right? Just understand how to use the exchange. And when you see that you make profits, then boom, go ahead and start live trading and actually KYC and begin depositing money and starting to slowly risk some of your money. That's what I did when I first started in the previous cycle, and ended up pretty well, right? So I would definitely try out demo trading. If you're a kid or if you have kids, you can let your kids try demo trading. It's a great product and it teaches people very well on how to use cryptocurrencies and how to trade and why does things go up and why do things go down. If you want to sign up and check out how to use demo trading, you can go to the Bybit link that is in the description down below. Or alternatively, if you don't want to do KYC, then Bitflex is a very good non-KYC alternative. The reason why Dogecoin is just constantly going up, it's up 8% in the past 24 hours, is because the Department of Government Efficiency is finally being a thing. It's finally being an official thing. Earlier on today, President Trump did announce a presidential announcement over on his Twitter channel, referring to the literal word DOGE, Dogecoin, which stands for the ticker of Dogecoin. But of course, he's referring to the Department of Government Efficiency. Elon Musk was posting these funny memes that included the Doge dog, like he always does. And Nate Garassi, one of the most popular ETF analysts, says that we're going to have a spot Dogecoin ETF in 2025, which should pump the price of Dogecoin all the way to 420. Maybe not 420, but I posted on my Twitter saying that it's likely that we go to $2 per Dogecoin. And I'm sticking by that. I think it is possible that Dogecoin can go all the way to $2 in this cycle. It is a major, major possibility. This is crazy. Bitcoin was at 83K just 2 days ago, and look at where it's at now, 90.5K. This is the bull market, ladies and gents. We're just gonna keep pumping $4,000 to $5,000 every single day. That is what happens in a Bitcoin bull market cycle. So don't be surprised if that continues to happen all the way into 2025, all the way into 2026. Another thing that's pumping is the squirrel peanut meme coin. Look at that, $1.7 billion market cap. It's super funny. Elon Musk tweeted about it earlier on today. America was saved by a squirrel and a meme coin. How nice. Now it's at a $1.7 billion with a B market cap. Absolutely no utility whatsoever. It looks like the crypto season is back. It looks like we're back in fashion finally, but we knew that was going to happen. So I hope everybody prepared, and if you weren't, then the next kind of opportunity is to be buying the large market cap altcoins, because after Bitcoin and Ethereum, the large market cap altcoins tend to perform incredibly well. So if you go here, the Solanas, the Dogecoins, the XRPs, the Cardanos, the Sheebs, the AVAX, the SUI, which is, I guess it's a bit overpriced now, but Polkadot, Aptos, Litecoin, Bitenzer, ICP, they will all do very, 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 very well because money transfers from Bitcoin, it goes into Ethereum, and then from Ethereum, it goes to all of these altcoins, and then eventually you have the large market cap or the minor market cap altcoins pumping to absolute Valhalla, giving you 10 to 1,000 X's in return. What's even crazier is that Pepe coin went up how many percent today? Somebody on the Moon Show was showing me Pepe, and I was blown away by how much it pumped. Look at this. It went up by an approximate 47% in the past 24 hours. 47% is unbelievable. 47% is crazy. We have the Department of Government Efficiency. We talked about Peanut. And of course, the DOGE is meant to reduce the wastage of money being spent on unnecessary things. There was an article here which I can't share with you for some reason, but there was a bridge that was built and spent $11 billion by the United States government, which didn't even end up getting completed. So that's the whole purpose of the Department of Government Efficiency. It's to make monetary spending by the United States government much, much more efficient. And the final kind of thing I have to share with you is, of course, the Bitcoin dominance, because the Bitcoin dominance is doing something very interesting, and that is we're pumping to 60.8%. Da Vinci said on the Moon Show earlier on today that we can even go all the way up to 62% and then come down, right? So 62% would be brutal for altcoins, but that's what you do. That's what you do when altcoin dominance goes to those levels. You need to start funneling your money into the major cap altcoins that will give you higher performance compared to Bitcoin in the final stage of the Bitcoin bull market. So give me just a few minutes because there's something happening. There we go. Okay, cool. So you can let me know any of your questions in the chat and we'll cover them while I have some of my gummy bears, which I couldn't have because I couldn't eat anything. We were doing the Moon Show and I didn't have time to eat. But I guess that's how the bull market is going to be, the price pumping. And not much that we can do about it, right? So this was what we were working towards for the entirety of the year, and now we have to enjoy it. Another thing happened today. We had the CPI data. If you go to the CPI result, you can see that inflation went up from 2.4% to 2.6%. It was pretty crazy. 2.4 to 2.6, it's giving you the likelier chance that the Fed is going to have to cut the interest rates or increase the... let's have a look what the... I don't want to give you wrong information. The CME Fed Watch will tell us the high probability. 82.3% chance that they keep... So we're currently at 450 to 475. So there's a chance that 82% chance that they cut interest rates by another 25 basis points to make sure that we go down to 2%. But I think there's going to be some interesting things happening with the Bitcoin and stock market. I think we will have a huge decorrelation, and I think the stock market is getting ready to reverse back down. But that's my personal train of thought. Anyways, let's go into the comments because I've not seen the comments. My screen is blocking it. Man of honor, thanks Queen for watching. Thank you. You're an absolute legend. Let's go through the comments. Where do I think will be the top? The top I think will be probably $220,000. I know very early on in this cycle I was projecting $95,000, but clearly I was wrong, right? So Bitcoin is already at 91.2K. So we were basically at the target, my initial target, but I then moved. I then bounced up my projection from 95 to 120 to 150. Then I bounced it from 120 to 135 to $180,000. And my final sort of projection is 200K. So I think, look, it will probably end up going somewhere here between the 2.618 and the 3.168. But honestly, there's no way to put a pinpoint on these things. It's just gonna go way higher. That's the only thing that I can say. Buying Dogecoin now is a good idea. Well, I think it'll go to $2. So I wouldn't leverage long Dogecoin, but I would consider buying it spot. It shouldn't be a huge, it shouldn't be a disaster. Thanksgiving is going to be a good trade with the family that, well, yeah, nobody believed in me either. So I'm going to have fun when I see my family. Can Bitcoin reach $100,000 this week? Why not? Today's what, Wednesday? There's still Thursday and Friday. I think there is definitely a chance that Bitcoin does reach 100K. Why not? There's a huge opportunity for Bitcoin to do that. And when it does, then everything's going to go crazy. Like everything is going to go crazy. I do. If you go to my channel, so let's try and find that together. If you go to YouTube and if you scroll down to the educational content, I have a video on Bitflex and also Bybit, which I posted a year ago. So these two are very comprehensive. Else 300K, Carl will win the bet, lol. Yes. If we go 300K, then yeah, Carl will win the bet. Probably. ETH, how high do you think? Ethereum should go to 9K, 8 to 9K. That's my price prediction for Ethereum. So a lot more to go for Ethereum. I think there's still a lot of opportunity there. My lifestyle. Okay, that's an interesting question because you do see, I mean, on camera and on social media, everybody sees the good side of everything, right? And that's not the case. Everybody goes through bad times and everybody gets depressed. And I will tell you that I'm very blessed to have been living in Dubai for the past 15 years. But when my parents came here and immigrated to the UAE, there was nothing. So it was, I mean, where they came from was better than how it was in the UAE. I think it was, I'm very grateful for my parents believing in this country and staying here because it gave me the opportunity to meet individuals like Carl and Da Vinci. And when they saw that I was working hard and I was passionate at a young age and I was determined, they all helped me. And I continue to work hard. So it's a combination of many things. It's a combination of being at the right place, choosing the right sector, which was cryptocurrency, and working hard constantly. And if you have all those things checked, then life will give you opportunities. Life will provide you opportunities which you need to take advantage of. So that's what I would say for your question. But honestly, when you are in so much abundance of luxury cars and luxury lifestyle, it's it's fun for a few months, but you eventually get bored of it. That's the thing with life, right? So if you're used to something for so long, it doesn't matter to you anymore. You have different things that you think about and that you desire. So I wouldn't be stuck in chasing a luxurious lifestyle, but I would be chasing freedom and having the freedom to do what you want and the freedom to say no and the freedom to say yes, or not being dependent on other people. I think that's the most valuable thing. Thanks, Angel. Thank you. Can Bitcoin go down to 80K? Well, there is a chance, right? So there is a CME gap at $80,000. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at 80K. 80,000. So the CME gap is at 77. In the previous cycle, while Bitcoin was on its rally from breaking the prior all-time high, you did have two CME gaps on the daily time frame, which ended up closing in the next cycle. So the next cycle was when they actually ended up closing. So I think maybe eventually Bitcoin will go to 80K. That could be running after running all the way to 100, whatever, and then coming down to close the CME gap. So I think, yes, Bitcoin will go to 80K eventually, but maybe not for another 2 years. It's a very possible thing. What percentage of your investment money do you invest in spot holdings? Okay, that's a good question too. So my spot holdings are around 60%, I would say, of my overall net worth. Net worth in terms of liquid net worth, and the rest I'd say 40% I put into trading, and then whatever money I make from trading, I have my own risk management system that I funnel back into the spot holdings. So 60% of my liquid net worth is in spot, and then 40% is in trading, and then whatever profits I make, I funnel back into the original spot account. So the percentages change, right, depending on what point in the market I am. But I would say roughly it's a split between 60 and 40. Why do we take example of history in crypto? That's a very good question. So the reason why we go back to kind of forecast where things are going to go is it may seem weird to many people, and that's completely normal. The reason why we go back in history is because history gives you statistics, right? There's certain patterns involved. It's all mathematics. So whatever I do, whatever I show you in terms of charts, in terms of statistics, in terms of data, they all rely on some sort of math, right? So it's not just me drawing lines on a chart, or it's not just us talking to you with some numbers and us, telling you that, okay, Bitcoin can top out here and it'll go down to here. No, that's not the case. You need to extrapolate information. So if I have certain information saying that, let's say there's a huge trend line, for example, right? Let's say there's a huge trend line, and there is, on the logarithmic scale, which puts everything at a x to the 10th, x to the power of 10. So it's called logarithmic scale. Usually log is 10. I think on TradingView it's also defaulted to 10. When you look at this scale, you have a huge trend line that Bitcoin has tested 1, 2, 3, 4 times. And because it's a major time frame, there's a huge probability that Bitcoin can come down and find support at this trend line. So it's a combination of mathematics, it's a combination of statistics, which you extrapolate to then project a certain price. And you can combine fundamental analysis, like, for example, Trump being bullish on Bitcoin and him becoming president. That's a fundamental factor on why Bitcoin should continue skyrocketing to the upside. So that's why we go back to history to give a judgment of what will happen in the future. And it usually always does work. When opening a spot position on Ethereum, will there be a small correction to buy in? Well, Look, I personally wouldn't, if you're going to buy for the long term, which would be the next 10 months, I would say in crypto is the long term. I think the price that we're in right now is a very good price to buy in. Regardless of if we see a correction down to 2.7 or even lower, it doesn't matter. I think if you buy in right now and you hold it for the next 10 months, you could see yourself with Ethereum between 6.7 to 7.3K. It's very much possible. So I think with Ethereum, there's a high chance you will 2x the money that you put in if you hold it for the next 10 months or so. That's what I would say. Yo, CryptoKid came from Carl's page. Thanks, dude. Thank you for watching the shows. Thank you for watching the videos. Very much appreciated. When you get out of a position, not in a bull market, do you convert into USDT? What currency do you hold when not much is happening? Is USDT trustworthy or safe? USDT is actually not safe. So it's not safe at all. If you go to the price of USDT, coin market cap, you can see that it's derailed from its $1 peg multiple times. So USDT here. If you go to all, you can see there's been times where USDT decoupled a lot, like a lot from its original peg of $1. So when I exit from crypto or when I exit my positions, I either convert it to fiat, which is real money, and then buy whatever with it, or I put it into Bitcoin because I think Bitcoin is a more safe, stable coin sort of compared to USDT. So yeah, when I take profit, I put it usually back into Bitcoin. If you want to go full-time crypto, what would you recommend to focus on? Well, there is a platform called cryptojobs.com, which Carl is involved in, and it's pretty good. I did post a job for Crypto Kid a long time ago, jobs.com. If you go here, you can search for any jobs that are available in any company, and that would be your first step into working full-time in crypto. And look, they have incredible jobs. Head of special operations, $198,000 a year. So that's a pretty good job to have, I would say. Double top and retest 90K. Let's have a look. Let's go to the daily time frame. Daily time frame. I think there's a low probability of that. It doesn't look like a double top. It looks like just the breakout of a bullish pennant, which should continue to rise. So boom, pennant. It should continue to rise. No worries, dude. No worries. Let's have a look. Where to learn trading cryptos, not technically on an exchange, but strategy. Well, it comes with a lot of experience. Like I've been in this crypto cycles for the past 4 years. So I've been actively trading for a time of 4 years. And believe me, it's not an easy thing to learn. It will come with a lot of practice. And I would say 2 years down into my trading journey was when I started to become okay at it, right? So it took me 2 years to be good in trading. The best thing to do is just jump in with small capital that you're not afraid to lose, and practice. Practice makes perfect. You will lose a lot of money, you will make a lot of money, and then eventually you'll get to a point where you're winning more than you're losing. And if you can master the Bitcoin cycles, then you will be a good trader. But I would just recommend watching the CryptoKid videos. James Crypto Guru is another good one. The Financial Summit YouTube channel is another good one. Carl's videos is a good one for short-term entries. But yeah, those Tone Vase, that's another good one. But I think he's posting on the Financial Summit Summit channel for his technical updates. So those are all good channels that you can watch. Sammy Fourflies, Sammy Loyal, another great technical analyst. He should be able to help you. So if you just watch Crypto YouTube, Da Vinci, you will be able to learn and pick up some things while you're watching, and you just practice them. That's it. So should I withdraw at 100K? Well, not withdraw. You could, if you have a derivatives long position, then it could be an idea to take profit on it at 101K. That's what I would do. I wouldn't sell everything at 100K because I think we will go much higher. Jesus, thank you, man. Thank you. It seems so funny to ask this question to a kid. What? Thanks, Martin. What now? Put money in ETH or others? Well, there's a chart. So let's find the chart that I like the most. I think Ran must have posted it. Ran. Let's check Ran. He must have posted it. Ran Uner. Hey, he's not following me? Bro, come on. Ran has to follow me back. Let's see. He should have posted it very recently. I saw him post it recently. Let's see. The cycles. Did he remove it? I don't think he removed it. It was here. It was here. Give me a second. Let me try and find, because this will answer your question. I guess he removed it, but there is basically a pattern where you can essentially, the money flows from Bitcoin to Ethereum to large caps and then finally into lower cap altcoins. Currently, we're in this transitory phase between Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? So Ethereum is now performing 1% in the past 24 hours, and then Bitcoin is going up by 5.5%. So currently, being more Bitcoin dominant in your holdings, in your derivatives positions, is much more rewarding than to be holding Ethereum, if that makes sense. So the altcoin season has not began yet. So technically right now, as of right now, being Bitcoin heavy, and then when you start to see a conversion of the 24-hour increase in price, jump from, let's say 7% would be Ethereum, and then Bitcoin is 4% per day, then you know it's time to be Ethereum dominant. And then you hold Ethereum, and then eventually Solana will outperform Ethereum on a daily basis. That's when you put more money, some of your Ethereum, and then you put it to Solana, and then you put it to other altcoins. Currently, there's a little bit of an interesting situation. Dogecoin is the outlier here because it's outperforming everything by a tremendous amount, which usually doesn't happen. But technically, Pepe also, I have no clue why Pepe is going up. But right now, I think Bitcoin and Ethereum heavy is fine. And then in the next 2 months, you can start funneling that into things like Caspa and Aave and Injective and Arbitrum and Filecoin and Mantle. All of them are great projects. 5-minute time frame seems to be forming a double top to retest 90K. 5-minute time frame. Not been on the 5-minute time frame in a while. Let's have a look. 5 minutes. 91.9, guys. We're almost hitting 92,000. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I wouldn't call this a double top yet. I don't think it's a double top yet. I would wait. I'll also come from Romania to Bitcoin Meta, especially to meet you, Carl. Thanks, dude. Yeah, for sure. We're going to be there 100%. So Saviola, when you are at Bitcoin Mina, let us know and we will do a selfie. And if you have any questions, then we could even do a video together. Who knows? Appreciate you doing this thing. Thanks, dude. Thanks, Don. Thank you for watching. You're the legend. Should we take profits on altcoins when Bitcoin hits 100K or wait? It's the exact opposite. When Bitcoin hits 100K, then you funnel your money into altcoins. It's the exact opposite. Hey, bro, what are you going to do at the top? Sell how much of your Bitcoin or not selling at all? What are the chances of a super cycle? Cheers, bud. I'm at the top. I will close my Bitcoin long positions. That's for sure. I will most likely start to become a producer in terms of films. I'll become a film producer. So I'll invest in movies and act in movies. That's been my lifelong dream, to become an actor. So I'll probably at the top start my own movie production business and become a full-time actor. That's my dream. Stan, thanks, dude. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. $92,000. $92,000 per Bitcoin. Exactly correct. It's incredible. We have a new all-time high. Thanks, Queen, for letting us know. 92K. It's crazy. It's unbelievable. 92,000. Okay. That makes sense. Does it make sense to copy Carl's trades, or is it too late to when he posts? Do you also do where to? Carl's trades are good. They're very good. I mean, if you go to a lot of his videos, he's been correct a lot. So especially in a bull market, his trades will have he has a higher probability of winning because Carl likes to go long. And in a bull market, if you go long everything, you will always have a high probability of winning. So I think in the bull market especially, Carl's trades perform very well. So I would be, if you are a watcher of Carl, then it's definitely a good idea, I would say. Do I hold any meme coins? Yes. Well, I hold Dogecoin. If you count that as a meme coin, which you should, yeah, I do hold meme coins. And Dogecoin is a very, very big portion of my portfolio. This cycle or the next cycle, yeah, I'll become a producer. I'll become an actor, full-time actor. Yep, officially $92,000 has been hit. Congrats if you were in long positions. We talked about entering along on the Moon channel. The Moon channel. So let's go here. The Moon channel. Carl live. If we go to the live, you can see that here we entered the long position right there. So congrats if you've been long since 89K, 89. Do you think it will pump or retrace first? Look, the chances of a retracement are always very low, right? In this parabolic trajectory, the chances of a retracement is always very, very low. So I would not be expecting it. I would not be expecting it. So do you think that new traders have to buy Bitcoin right now, or do you think they have to buy ETH right now? Well, Ethereum has a higher chance of return, or not a higher chance of return, but a higher probability of a larger return. So I think Ethereum right now at this stage will most likely make you more money. Thanks, man. Thank you, DD. Appreciate it. What is your price prediction for Caspa? Honestly, I don't know enough, but I can tell you that it's probably going to go higher than where it is sitting currently. Hi, today. I'm good, Mr. Kid. I love that. Doge seems to be slightly behind Bitcoin in previous cycles. Do you suspect the same here since it has surprisingly outperformed? I don't. I think this time is different because last cycle, yes, we had Elon promoting it and everything, but I think this time it's a bit more aggressive. So honestly, no comment. But I think both of them, Bitcoin and Dogecoin, will do just fine. That's what I'll say. What do you think Pepe will do? It's going to go higher. It's just going to go higher. It's just going to go higher. That's it. Long since 65. Incredible, dude. Incredible. I mean, my trades I post on YouTube, and I also have a free Telegram community in the link in the description down below, which is completely for free. So my trades you can see there on the videos too. So by watching every video as soon as they come out, that's the best thing to do. And Carl also, he posts them on his videos. I don't think he posts them anywhere else, maybe on his Twitter too. But yeah, those two places are the best. What do I think about Solana? Well, Solana as a project is, I think, very bad, but they have good infrastructure and it's very popular. So Solana will likely continue running. No worries, dude. No worries, Jules. How do you think AI altcoins will perform this bull run? I think everything will do. I think everything will do well. AI altcoins specifically, I don't know, but I think everything will do well, just like it does in a bull market. It doesn't matter what it is. I would say that gaming will do probably better. Gaming is incredible. Like if you look at some of the games that have been built since the last bull market cycle, because it takes a long time to develop good games. It's been what, 3 and 4 years since 2021 now. So since the top of the bull market, a lot of games have developed a lot of cool stuff. That's for sure. So I think gaming will surprise everyone. Sundog. What is Sundog doing these days? It's been a while since I heard the Tron narrative. What is Sundog doing these days? Sundog. It is okay. It's not doing too bad. It'll probably go back up to 11, 0. I mean, that's, where is it now? 0.21. And here it was 0.29. I think 0.29 is possible. So another cent, I would say. How about Brett on base? Da Vinci is the one that's knowledgeable on that. I don't know too much about Brett. I don't know too much about Brett. But Bitcoin 92, guys. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. Let's see if we can stream snipe any of my friends. It would be cool to see if any of my other friends are streaming. We're streaming. CryptoZeros is streaming. That's cool. You can stream snipe CryptoZeros. Say that Crypto Kid brought you. That'd be cool. Yeah, Tom Crown is streaming. He's a legend. He was watching the Moon Show. Jeb, Andy, you can for sure stream snipe. That's for sure. And he's really cool. Please give TP for DOT spot holding. I would say the previous all-time high, like $40. $40. I bought ETH at 1800. How high do you think it will go? I want to take my investment of 10K. I think 8,000. I think $8,000. I think Ethereum will go to 8,000. Would you say that this is the last huge cycle for Bitcoin? Because after it will be super rare and adopted hugely. Probably. In terms of percentage gain, yes, most likely. Every single cycle, the amount of percentage return you will make on Bitcoin for sure will diminish, for sure, right? So this cycle is, I think, the perfect balance between regulation and compliance and the opportunity to make good money. And also in terms of returns on Bitcoin, that too. But yeah, I think it will be a rare cycle that we will most likely not see again. I would say so. Is it a good time to DC onto Dogecoin? It's always a good time to buy more Dogecoin. Should I hold Doge? Yes, probably. You should. I mean, it's up to you, but I think it's still a good buy. Not leveraged though, not leveraged, but spot. Crypto Rover. Shout out to Crypto Rover, great friend. Talked about AI tech. This token is in a 7-month downtrend. Could this go high? Honestly, I don't know. Let's have a look at the chart. AI tech. USDT. I hope it's this one. Oh, ouch. Doesn't look too good, to be honest. Okay, that because it's the 5-minute time frame. Fair enough. Let's zoom out. I don't know. I don't know about this project. Maybe it's good, maybe it's bad. In terms of a line, technical analysis wise, if we break above here, then maybe yeah. But I don't know about the project. I don't know if it's a good project. If it is, then probably if we break that, then it will go higher. Is Shiba a good buy? Yes, I think so. Why not leverage Doge? Because I'll tell you why. Because it's too volatile now. So if you were to open a large leverage long position, there's a high chance that you will get liquidated. If you open the leverage long here, then there was a very low chance that you're going to get liquidated because even if you do 20x leverage, your liquidation price would have been here. And the chance of you going from here to here is lower than your chance of going from here to here, if that makes sense. So leverage long would have been the perfect opportunity, would have been there, not when it's at 41 cents. Will cake hit the last all-time high? That's an interesting question because I had a lot of cake. I had a lot of Pancake Swap, and I was staking a lot of it. So the APY was pretty rewarding, but I've not checked Pancake Swap in a while. Pancake Swap. What is that doing these days? It's been a very long time. Let's have a look. I'm genuinely curious now. Let's see. Do they have this? Do they still have this? Do they still have this pools where you can earn a lot of money? Farm liquidity. Okay, so they have the farms. They don't have the pancake pools. I think they got rid of it. It was just too good to be true. Yeah, the returns are like nothing. The returns are like nothing it was before. So before their top pools was Pancake Swap token. So because that was rallying and also the APY was pretty good, you were making a lot of money. But from what I understand, it doesn't look like it's too lucrative anymore. So I would probably assume that it's not going to do very well in this cycle, sadly. Feel like 100K soon? Yes, I think so too. I think 100K is very, very close. It could even happen by Friday night, and that would be crazy. No worries, man. No worries. I still have some spare money. Do you recommend that I buy another Bitcoin right now or wait a bit? Thank you. Well, if you have enough money to buy one Bitcoin currently, I would say yes. I think anything below $100,000 you buy is cheap. And if you have the opportunity to do that right now, I would probably try and do it as soon as possible. Comfortably over 90. Yeah, comfortably over 90. 100%. What's your opinion on Hamster? Hamster is a scam. Hamster combat is one of the biggest scams there is. So I'm not a fan at all. XML Stellar will do great. I had a lot of it in the previous cycle. I sold everything. it could probably, it will probably, I mean, all of these things will most likely do well, including Sui, right? A lot of the crypto projects that were successful in the last cycle will most likely go and find their way back to the all-time high, excluding a few exceptions like PancakeSwap, I would say. Should we book Bitcoin spot profits? Spot, I'm not sure. Spot, I would never take. Personally, I would never take 50% profit because it's going to go to 1 million. But if you have derivatives long position, then yeah, probably it's a good idea. When and how do you open leverage positions? Do you have a video on that? How to know when to enter and how to set all parameters. You probably need to do TA before entering. Yeah, of course, you have to do TA before entering. But if you watch my daily content, I mean, that's what my daily content is about. It's about, I mean, if you want to learn how to open an exchange account, yeah, there are some alternatives there. But in terms of when to open a trade, then we have the Moon Show for that. I have my daily update videos. For example, if you go back to, where was the one we opened the positions? If you go back to, it was this one, right? No, it wasn't this one. It was the one before. Here, it should have been, there you go. Bitcoin biggest trap in history. So look, we did a full video here when Bitcoin was at $61,000, okay? 61,000. I literally made a video telling you that as soon as we break this bull flag, this thing's gonna rocket. So 65.5, 69, and 74K were the 3 different entries for this Bitcoin long position. And that's that's like now you're in massive profit. So that's what the daily videos are for. So if you turn on the notification bell and click all, I would definitely recommend watching every single video because you will not miss out on opportunities like this one, where we talked about entering the long as soon as Bitcoin breaks the bull flag, which it did. We broke all-time resistance. Yes, we did, 91.6. When you travel to different countries where a certain crypto exchange is blocked, what do you do? Well, that's a bit of a political question. Good question. There are ways around it. Solana, it'll do well. But I think Ethereum is a better pick than Solana. Bloomberg man, thanks Queen. Really? Excuse me. Also look if that's true. The ETFs took in 4.1 billion this week. That's crazy. I want to check if it's true. Deribit September. So Bitcoin did hit $100,000 in on Deribit, so that's something. Bitcoin's 9% away up from 100K. That's crazy. I'm just trying to check if Robinhood did list, but it doesn't look like that's the case. Yeah, I don't think that's the case. Maybe it's true. Maybe it is true. Cynthia Lummis, timing and so many factors. As representatives suggest recently, the new Congress is sessioned 2 weeks before Trump's inauguration. The Bitcoin Act could be on POTUS's desk, ready to go within days. If there is the will, there is the way. Okay, that's pretty cool. So if you look at this Senator Cynthia Lummis is one of the most important senators for Bitcoin specifically. And we lost oh God, I lost it. Where did it go? So apart from Senator Marsha Blackburn, Cynthia Lummis is one of the most important senators for Bitcoin specifically. She's been advocating for Bitcoin a lot. She spoke at the Bitcoin conference, and it looks like we're going to have the Bitcoin national stockpile very soon. So as soon as he gets inaugurated, I think by the end of January, we could have a Bitcoin national stockpile, which would continue pumping it. 92K, yay. Hello, 92,000. It looks like we're not going to sleep tonight. It looks like we're not sleeping tonight, which is not a good thing. Because I need to catch up on sleep, like incredibly. Dollar index. This is interesting because usually Bitcoin is completely decoupled. So it's completely inversely correlated with the dollar. But now we can see that The dollar is increasing in value, and at the same time, the price of Bitcoin is also increasing in value, which is interesting. What's Peanut doing? 1.7 billion market cap. Insane. Insane. Now I lost the... Okay, we found it. Wow, a $91,000. I'm just scanning the news. Scanning. Nothing new. It's just the retail sentiment is back to all-time highs. That's it. Ethereum 3.4. Did we hit Ethereum 2.4? I guess we did. No, we didn't yet. But Bitcoin is pumping, which is nice. It's going to continue to pump. Dom Lemon is leaving. I don't know who Dom Lemon is. Twitter is funny these days. Twitter is very funny. Should be a national scandal that U.S. Marshals sold 10% over the summer. Yeah, it's not a good thing. There isn't any news. We're just pumping. Ripple broke out from resistance. That's new. 93. Did we see 93 already? No. No way. Not yet. 92.2. But we'll get there. We'll get there. It's possible. It's possible. Okay, so Robinhood did. Robinhood did list them. Thank you. We'll be buying off my one Bitcoin. Thanks, dude. Thank you. That's appreciated. Dude, it's crazy. $92,000 per Bitcoin. Unbelievable. Tonight is tough. But it's likely we'll hit it by this week. Apologies for the gummy bears. I'm just so hungry. Can you explain what is TVL? Okay. TVL is a good one. So if we go to Peanut, for example, total value locked. Where do I see the TVL? My friend will be better at this. I have a manager for all my investments. He knows all this stuff very well. But let's go to CoinMarketCap. And let's say Solana, TVL. No, this is FTV. So from my knowledge, total value locked is the amount of locked tokens a project has that's going to be essentially used for liquidity so that the token is tradable. But I'm not the right person to ask this question to be honest with you. It's 92.5. Yeah, 92.5. We're just going to continue pumping, guys. Is XRP a good buy? I don't know. I'm not... Well, yes, it is. It is a good buy, to be honest. 93K is coming. Look at that. Live pumpage. Live pumpage. We're going up. Been waiting since 2021. Same, man. I've been also waiting for this since 2021. Finally. But I don't know why I don't feel as excited as I should be. That's the interesting situation. I feel like I should be more excited about this pump, but I don't. I don't feel too crazily excited. Who else is streaming currently? Martini Guy is streaming. Who else is streaming? Financial Summit is streaming. I'm just checking my friends who are currently in... Okay, we could even crash a stream. Maybe I crash Tone stream. I don't know. Not many people are streaming currently, which is interesting because Bitcoin's at 92K. We deserve this after 3 years of hell. Hell yeah, we do. It's been a very tough 3 years. We're so back. Yeah, hell yeah, we are. We have to be calm but excited. Yeah, I'm calm, but I don't know why I'm not excited. It's interesting why I'm not excited. I'm more stressed because I know the amount of opportunities that are available in the bull market. So I'm kind of exhausted already by the amount of opportunity which we will be bombarded by. So there is that. I think that's why I don't feel as excited as I should be, because there's just so much opportunity. Shiba should do very well. I can't, I mean, it's probably going to go back to its all, I don't know, all-time high, but 50% of the way is very much possible. Legend, man. Emmanuel, you are a legend. Thank you so much. Trading volume. Well, you can just go here. So if you want to be exchange specific, let's go to Binance for example, Binance.com. I'll just take questions, guys. So if you let me know any questions, then this could be like a Q&A type of thing, and then we'll just watch we'll watch the chart live together. I mean, I've actually never done this format before in terms of content. I've always done bam, 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 bam live streaming, but I've not done a relaxed live show like this before. It feels much better. Welcome to Binance Dubai. Okay, it just sees from my IP address that I'm in Dubai. Okay. Let's see volume. Why is it so simple? Binance looks so simple. It was much more complex before. Let's go trade futures. Virtual asset. You know what? I'll go to Bybit. Binance just seems so foreign as an exchange. Let's go to. This was the demo trading challenge. Start live trading. Not now. Let's go to the weekly time frame. So the bottom bars that you see here is volume. So every single bar represents it represents an amount of Bitcoin traded. So you can see in this week we had 581,000 Bitcoin traded just on Bybit alone. So every exchange will have their own amount of volume, and that's how you see volume for Bitcoin. Peanut 15-minute squeeze. Let's have a look at what Peanut's doing. I can't believe I'm looking at meme coins. It's just it feels unbelievable. Did I get rid of Peanut? I can't see it at the top bar. Let's go here. Yeah, I think it was in the CME Fed Watch. Let's go to dexscreener.com and Peanut. The squirrel. Yeah, the squirrel. It's 1.7. I honestly don't know, man. I think this thing will not go higher. Probably not. You think Bitcoin is overbought as of now? Well, there is an indicator for that to see if something is overbought or not. There's always an indicator, and that's called the RSI. So if we go to the RSI, you will see that Bitcoin is entering overbought, but it doesn't mean it's going to stop pumping. You can see that in the previous cycle, when Bitcoin entered the overbought phase, we still pumped from like 15,000 all the way to 62,000. So I think what we're seeing here is just the beginning, man. Like, we're going to go so much more higher. Everybody's going to be bamboozled with how much higher Bitcoin will go. Even if you go to the Pi cycle top indicator, Pi cycle top, I want to see what that's doing. Yeah, we're nowhere near the top. Like, we're nowhere near the top. Bitcoin is not topping anytime soon. We're going to go a lot higher, guys. Like, so much higher. It's funny. It's funny. Where do I think ADA will go this run? Probably back to its all-time high, but a bit higher than its prior all-time high. This is normal. It is normal price action. Like, this is just going to happen every day. Bitcoin is going to go so much higher. So much. Why is the bull run every 4 years? That's a good question. I honestly don't know the answer. I think it's more of, I mean, if you look at the stock market is also a 4-year cycle. It's more to do with the printing of money, and then when they print money, inflation goes up, and then when inflation goes up, they need to increase interest rates to stabilize that, and then they cut. And that repetitive Keynesian economic cycle takes 4 years, I guess. That's why. When do you think will be the next pullback? I don't see a pullback, man. I mean, there will probably be some pullback, but it's not important. So if you're asking this to buy, then I would just buy now, really. Pullback in 12 months. Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's exactly the same. It's exactly the same as this part. That's a good observation. It's exactly the same. So when the ETF got approved, boom. It's the exact same. It's going to go higher. That's why I'm not, I'm pretty calm. Yeah. What's your all-time high guess? My guess is like 200K. It could be 180, it could be 160. My estimation is 200K. It's no way to predict it for sure, but I think 200K. Kid, don't be stupid. Cycles depend on halving. I know it depends on halving, but these economic cycles repeat not just for Bitcoin, it repeats for the stock market as well, right? So if you go to the stock market, this doesn't look like the Bitcoin chart, but it also has its kind of cyclical bull bear market structures. It's nothing like Bitcoin, but you have times of dips, right? Corrections, pullbacks. They also run in some sort of a similar cycle, I guess. But no, I think you're right. Yeah, this is just Bitcoin. You're right. It's just completely Bitcoin. I'm sorry. You're right. You are right. But it's just Bitcoin. It's the 4-year halving and elections, and I don't know. Like I would imagine it's just the halving, but it's kind of crazy to. It's kind of crazy to think about that everything relies on the halving, and then you question yourself and say, okay, what happens when you reach the end of the halving cycle? Because in 100 years' time, there will be no more halving. So the price of Bitcoin has to appreciate infinitely for Bitcoin mining to remain profitable. So if technically in the next 50 years, Bitcoin should be worth millions and millions of dollars, otherwise Bitcoin mining is not going to be profitable. So then how will transactions go through? That's a good question. Bitcoin is running again. Yeah, 92.4K. 92.4. It's doing pretty good. I agree, Zignimus. I agree. Yes, I think so in 2025. Yep. Gerardo is correct. We'll still continue. It could turn out to be a super cycle. You never know. I think there are too many. There are very good signs that this cycle does end up becoming the super cycle. But if not, then it will be the next. It's either this one or the next one. That's my expectation. I am glued. Yeah, same. I'm very tired, but I just can't stop watching the chart. I can't stop watching the chart. How many views is Andy on? I want to beat Andy, but I think it's going to be tough to beat Andy in the views. Oh, he stopped streaming. So guys, if you're from Andy's channel, then jump over here. I'm messing with you. Crypto Kid is streaming. Who else is streaming? I Discovered Crypto streaming. Crypto Capital Venture. Guys, let's destroy the like button so we can reach a higher audience. That would be very much appreciated. Very much appreciated. What is Crypto doing? I'm going to see Chris very soon. I love Chris. He's a great guy. Chris is incredible. Chris is incredible. Bitcoin 92.6. There we go. There we go. It's happening. It's happening, boys. 93K is incoming. Where did my comment section go? Aloha CryptoKid says Valerie. Valerie is a legend. Total is testing all-time high. Really? Is it? Oh, wow. We've had 3 trillion market cap. Unbelievable. That is incredible. 3 trillion. It's funny. It's funny that we're back at the prior all-time high. But just look at the beauty of this bull flag, man. It was so perfect. It was so perfect. Now we're rallying. Now we get the rally that we deserve. But 3 trillion is insane. We're at the same level as we were in 2021, and nobody's even aware of the other cryptos. Like, people know that Bitcoin is at an all-time high, but most people don't even know about cryptocurrencies. It's fine. I'm just checking sentiment on Instagram because usually everybody starts posting bullish things. Market's pumping. This is insane. I do have one regret. And the regret I have is that I didn't beg people enough to buy Bitcoin when we were breaking out from this bull flag. The same bull flag as Bitcoin. I do regret not begging enough people right here to jump into Bitcoin. This was my mistake. I should have literally made a video titled, I beg you to buy 1 Bitcoin right now. Maybe it wouldn't have done as good as Da Vinci, but it was a very, very good time with the breakout of the bull flag to beg as many people as possible to buy Bitcoin. It is what it is. It was very obvious that Bitcoin was going to do this, and There is nothing I can do. But hey, oh well. We just hit 3 trillion. Yes, we hit 3 trillion. That's a huge milestone. Huge milestone. 100K all the way. It's happening. It's happening. It's a cup and handle. It is, and we're breaking out. Sui is pumping. Everything is pumping. As it should. As it should. It would have done well, right? Yeah. Damn it, man. I should have. It was very obvious. But I mean, I made this video, right? I made this video here about opening the long positions as we break the bull flag. But I could have made it so that it's more viral. This wasn't a viral video title or thumbnail. I could have done a viral type video that when you break this resistance, you're just going to go a lot higher. That's my mistake. Yeah. Oh, well. Hey, it's without a J. It's EFE. Man, what price prediction? Go back to last November here, and that will be the gap. I didn't understand. I'm still DCing, stacking stats, and staying humble. That's the best thing you can do, Bert. That's the best thing you can do. Kid, now you can buy Spirit Airlines. Yes. Yes. That's so funny. Spirit Airlines. Whoa. That's hilarious. Oh my god. Oh my god. Spirit Airlines. Thanks, dude. Crow is an exchange token. Crypto.com is an exchange in the US, which doesn't have derivatives enabled. So Crypto.com will do well, but it won't do well as like Binance or Bybit because they don't have derivative support. So Crow will probably do well, but I think there are better options. That's what I would say. Target of cup and handle on the market cap. The market cap. Yeah, sorry. I missed that. Let's have a look. So that's the whole market cap of crypto. We do this. And we put it up. And that should give us 12.15 trillion, which sounds about right. 12.15 trillion. But I think like 70% of that will be Bitcoin. It won't be other crypto. It will, like 70% will be Bitcoin. But 12.5 trillion sounds about right. Yeah. Exchange is coming to USA 2025. I mean, yeah, I don't know the derivatives aspect, but it all depends on Trump and the SEC. Okay. Okay. I understand. So you're saying that the same price appreciation will be as what we've so if I go here, price range. So the price appreciation we had was 195%. So you're saying it's going to be the same, which takes us to $200,000. Yeah, sounds, yeah, exactly. I would say so. I would say that's a possibility because, you have the bull flag and the flag of the bull flag takes you to 200K. I think that's fair. I think that's very fair. Bitcoin, no, we didn't hit 70%. Dominance. Yeah, I mean, yes, I think, 70% Bitcoin dominance then, when the market cap is 12.5 trillion is what's going to happen. Probably even more, maybe. What's funny is the total crypto cap is not even an overbought yet. That's hilarious. So basically what happened was we took, over here we were very overbought. So the market just had to cool off like crazy. So the reason why we had such a big consolidation was because of the amount of overtoppedness that was going on back in March and April, that the market had to take a long time to cool off before we can, reset the kind of sentiment again. And that makes a lot of sense. You can see here if you look at the previous cycle, right? This is interesting. The first half of 2021, you have this huge rally, the parabolic rally, just like what we're seeing now. And then you enter overbought on the crypto cap. Then you have a little bit of a reset. Then you go back and test the overbought region, and boom, you have the collapse. Could the same thing be happening now? Bearish divergence also, bearish divergence. I don't know, it is a take. That's why if you have any derivatives long positions, I would definitely try and take some sort of profit right now. I think 92.5 to to 95K is a good range to take profit for sure on Bitcoin long positions. First cycle and my alt ain't moving like Bitcoin. Yes, because the altcoin season is still so far away. Robinhood added Pepe, XRP, Sol, and Cardano. So that's why Pepe is pumping. That's why Pepe is pumping. Pepe coin. Pepe USDT. Not Pepe coin. Pepe USDT. I know they're two different things. Pepe USDT. That's up a lot. Solana I'm bullish on. Solana USDT. Yeah. Solana I'm bullish on. Very bullish on. Look at that. Beautiful breakout from the pennant. And XRP. I think Solana will perform the best out of those three. When do you think Bitcoin will dump? I don't think it will dump. That is the sad answer that most people don't want to hear, but I don't think Bitcoin will dump. I am honest. Why am I not honest? Percentage-wise, how much do you think we should have invested right now? Well, ideally 100%, but that's not what your financial advisor is going to tell you. We still have to see the altcoin ETF. Yeah, altcoin ETF will do nothing. If you look at Ethereum, yes, we got some good volume, but that's because it's the second most popular crypto asset in the world. I don't think other altcoin ETFs will necessarily do well. So I don't think we need the altcoin ETF, so to say, to do well. But look at that, we're just pumping. That looks so nice. Carl is texting. I'm live for the past. Carl says, go live, bro. I'm live for the past 1:30. Yeah, he's been encouraging me to go live a lot. So Carl is the reason why I'm live a lot. All thanks goes to Carl. All thanks goes to Carl. How many viewers are we on? 295. Guys, let's smash it a like. Guys, like Bitcoin is at 92K. How are we not at thousands of viewers? Can I have a plea? In your videos, when you show any level, either top, bottom line, etc., can you spell out the numbers and not just show to it? Hard to see the numbers even on a laptop screen. Fair point. I shall do that. Thank you for your comment. That is a fair point. I will definitely do that. I will definitely do that. Thanks for the comment. You were scared and you scared me too, so I sold. So don't come here and say that you should have made that video. I wasn't scared. I was not scared. I was very bullish, in fact. That's why I opened these long positions. So I wasn't scared. Thank you for 173 likes. You guys are fantastic. The altcoin season go crazy when Bitcoin hits 100K. Between 100 and 110, I would say. Oh, Bert is yes. Can you? I can't believe it. Like when Bitcoin is 100K, Bloomberg, CNBC, all the retail forms of media are just gonna scream. That Bitcoin is at 100, especially now that all other financial assets are dumping. Because all other financial assets are dumping, and the election is over, there's nothing more to speak about apart from Bitcoin. Look, Bitcoin rises above $90,000 as rally resumes on Trump optimism. This is the US homepage. I think it's going to be the number one thing very soon. Very soon. I can see it. Like when I visualize it, it makes sense. You know, to have $100,000 Bitcoin, it just makes sense when you visualize it. I know it may be stupid, but it just makes sense. Ah, thanks, man. Yeah, we'll do for sure. Yeah, I mean, the more questions you guys ask, the more useful I will be, I guess. So if there's anything specific that you wonder about or anything that you want to know about myself, about trading, about crypto, it could be anything, mindset and my age, and I will for sure answer because that's what I'm here for. So it's all up to you. The more questions you ask, the more value that you extract out of me. Thank you for your answer. Sorry, but that's okay. That's okay. Don't worry. It's going to happen. Yeah, I think it's going to happen too. Yeah, $1 Doge. It's a huge possibility. I think $1 Doge will take place. Watching from Finland. Can't wait to cash out my altcoins and move to Dubai. Brother, it's the best place in the world. Really. I've traveled a lot, and when you get used to Dubai, it's tough to be satisfied with anything else because it's so nice here. Yep, Sol should also go up with altcoins. Nice stream, thanks. Carl, yeah, this is like it's a different type of stream that I'm doing. It's not like da 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 da, because we did that with the Moon Show, and honestly, I don't have any energy left. But what I'm doing is we're just doing Q&A, and we're looking at the Bitcoin price live as it pumps. So that's the format that we're going for here. When $100,000 Crypto Kid? Well, I think $100,000 could come by either tomorrow night or even Friday night. That's my expectation. What made you start looking into crypto so early in your age? That's a good question. Well, so I was 12 years old when I first started crypto, and I'll show you the exact candle that I entered crypto. Let's get rid of the RSI. Let's go back here. The candle that I started crypto was when Bitcoin hit $10,000 in 2020. So it was basically when we came back to $10,000. It must have been on this candle. So it was here. It was here. It was between January and February of 2020. I don't exactly remember the day, but it was after the crash. And over here was when I entered crypto. And at that point I was 12, 13. That's when I started. And I started because okay, $93,000 by the way. 93K is in. I started because I used to be a musical theater actor. So I was a musical theater actor before. And in COVID, all the stages were closed, so I couldn't go and act. And I pivoted to voice acting for some time. And by January of 2020, I had made some money. It was very insignificant, like $1,000 from voice acting, which I wanted to invest and grow. As a kid, I was always very entrepreneurial, and I always wanted to start my own business. And I had like a sneaker shop, and I was writing children's books, etc. So I was already very entrepreneurial. And when I did save up that $1,000, I was like, okay, I want to invest it into the stock market. And while researching, I just came across a video from this guy, Raoul Pal, who's a legend nowadays. Raoul Pal, Ethereum to 50,000. Maybe I can find the video. I'll tell you the video that got me into crypto. Like, I guess he's made that prediction a lot, but he also made a prediction then, and the price of Ethereum was like $800, and he said that it would go to $50,000 by the end of 2020, if I'm not wrong, right? I could be messing up the numbers a little bit because it was such a long time ago. But anyways, that interested me. So I started researching blockchain and what is Ethereum and what is Bitcoin. And I did that during this part of the rally. Of course, I couldn't invest, and I was pitching my dad all the time, Dad, we should buy Dogecoin. And I remember telling my dad to buy Dogecoin before the major rally exactly 4 years ago. So that's funny. I told my dad to buy Dogecoin right here. I told him to buy, it's going to take off. But guess what? He didn't listen to me. So I told him to buy, and then we did this. And after I was like, look, man, it's done the 100x. So he was shocked, and he's like, okay, kid, you're onto something. So he opened an exchange account for me, or in fact, he opened it for himself. And I sent him $1,000, and I gave him a few crypto projects, which I did my due diligence on, and which I thought it would go up. So we invested together. That was the first time I invested in crypto. That after opening an exchange account, this is why I was telling people to go ahead and open a Bybit demo trading account ASAP. And huge congrats, by the way, on this Bitcoin long position from the live show we did earlier on today on the Moon Show. So massive, massive congrats. This position didn't even go in. Current orders. I don't know why this is bugging right now, but it should be open. So this is on the demo trading challenge. Of course, on my personal trading also, I have a position which I opened during the stream. Yeah, so that's also doing pretty well. But I think Bitcoin will go to over 100. So 93.2. We were at $87,000 a few minutes ago. But anyways, I started demo trading, and that's kind of spiraled me into teaching myself technical analysis. So here I was teaching myself technical analysis all the way through here. And then November, October, December of 2021, I met Carl, Da Vinci, Tone Vase, James Crypto Guru, and they all encouraged me to create my own YouTube channel. So I was trading at the time. I started crypto YouTube, and we can even go to, and I'll get to your questions in a second. So I just want to finish the story very quickly. You can go to CryptoKid, videos, oldest. So I started YouTube 2 years ago now. And since then I've been producing content. I advise companies, I angel invest. I'm also a full-time trader. And yeah, I do a lot of things. 95K soon. Yes, 95K very soon. We're at 93.1. Why is Bitcoin going up and Doge going down now? Well, I think the hype on Doge has been capped for now, right? You still need to stimulate it somehow. And all the news about the DOGE was going on this morning. That's why Dogecoin rallied. But now there isn't any stimulant for Dogecoin to continue rallying. But of course, there is a stimulant for Bitcoin to rally. Do you think ORNJ will get to $1 billion market cap this bull run? I think there is a low probability. I don't know. It could. Great question. It was very interesting to hear. Thanks, man. Thank you. Thanks for the person that did ask the question. I bought Doge at 0.05. Legend. Martian. Sounds like my dad. Yeah. Bitcoin, then Doge after. I currently have 3 coins. Doge, Solana, Ethereum. Do you think I have to add other coins or just keep investing in these? Well, I think that's a perfect basket. I would add Bitcoin in there for sure. I think Bitcoin is missing. But if you want to keep a tight portfolio, then I think that's a good mix. I'm rating 95K today. I don't have a crystal ball, so I'm not going to tell you that we're going to hit 95K today. But what I can tell you is that this triangle has a target of 94.5K. So there is a chance that we hit 94.5, but maybe 95 takes another few days. Coinbase is down. That's a good sign. Coinbase being down is always a good sign. It means there's a lot of interest. US stocks rally is nowhere near done, according to Evercore. Let's go through the breaking news. Peter Schiff just, guys, do you know that Kappa was bearish? The last time I checked, Kappa was bearish, so it's a bit funny. Bitcoin 93K. It doesn't look like there's any news. It's literally a national security issue. Yeah, it is. Yeah, you could say that Bitcoin is a national security issue, I guess. FTC is suing CoinMarketCap for putting... What? This can't be real. This can't be real. I think he's just joking. Bitcoin. There you go. Skew. Trump politics is tough. Appreciate this transition. Oh, Trump's arrives at the White House. Okay, Trump is at the White House right now. Interesting. Yeah, there isn't anything new, so to say. Nothing new. Nothing new. Bitcoin is... Oh, Scottie Pippen. Yes, it can. Yep, that's cool. This was me, so I shall like it. Gary must be very happy. Gary's probably very happy. He's been all in Bitcoin at like here. And that was the best time, man. Like that was the best time. Best time to be all into Bitcoin. I put a stop loss at 92.5. Okay, that could be hit very soon. Hi, any thoughts on Caspa? I think Da Vinci is the best person to ask about Caspa, I would say. Okay, going through your comments now. Great question. Okay, we went through that. What do you believe are the most significant barriers to Bitcoin achieving mainstream adoption? And how do you foresee the market evolving in response to regulatory changes globally? Very good question. So I think the biggest barrier of entry is that if you go to Bybit and a lot of the exchanges, for example, they're not available everywhere. I think Binance probably has the most availability across the world. So I think the most significant challenge of Bitcoin achieving mainstream is that it's actually difficult to purchase. So if I wanted to buy Bitcoin right now with money, normal money, it's not an easy thing to do. There is a complicated process which 90% of people will not want to go through. And because that is the case, it gives you an advantage. So if something is hard to do, but you do it, you have that advantage that nobody else takes. But eventually, when Bitcoin does become much more easier to purchase, whether that's through, banks offering it or, non KYC alternatives, it will come. And that's why I think Bitcoin, owning Bitcoin is a significant thing right now. But later on, when it becomes more expensive or it becomes easier to purchase, it's not going to go up as much, I would say. There is a CME gap, Hamid, but it doesn't really matter. I showed you in the previous live stream that CME gaps exist, but they can even close in the next cycle. I think $2. It is a good sign. Not for people that has a Coinbase account, but for other people, yeah. Apparently so, Steven. CryptoKid, when you will race in F1, because you are Lando Norris' brother, right? I have a friend who is going to F1 actually. Maybe he's currently in F4. Of course, I'm friends with Ralph Boschung, who was an F2. I think I'll be the investor. I'll be the sponsor, but I don't think I will race. I injured my neck very badly in the while go-karting, so I don't think I will be racing, sadly. But I love to race. I have 500 Dogecoins. What should I do? Hold, man. Hold. In your wildest dreams, can we hit 100K by the end of the day? It doesn't have to be very wild. I don't have to be dreaming very wildly for that to happen. But yeah, I guess it's, I don't know what to say to that. I think there's a possibility. What book helped you with technical analysis? Not book, but Tone Vase. Tone Vase is the guy. And James Crypto Guru. Larry Fink was spot on. Hell yes, he was spot on. Unlikely, I would say. Unlikely. $2. Should I wait for a correction to enter a new Bitcoin position? If you're not in a Bitcoin long position yet, then I would play it easy now. Yeah, I would play it easy. Doge slowed. Yeah, it did slow. We can have a look at Dogecoin very quickly. Doge. Yeah, it needs a new stimulant to push it, but we already did pump like 4x, didn't we? Bitcoin start retracement from 94. It's impossible to know. Yeah, see, Bybit is banned in Canada. But try Bitflex. Let's go. I'm going all in, chat. Now? You're going all in now? Okay. All the way to 95, then 100K. Yes. I think we're never going to see these levels again across, Bitcoin 90K in the future is possible. Yeah, it's possible. But 60 to 70K is tough. How to tell when it's time to move up those stop losses? Well, it depends on you and your risk management. So if you're, let's say you're $100,000 in profits and you don't want to lose out on the $100,000 and it's important for you, then you can probably, what you might call it? Somebody's calling me, so that's why I had to. But let's say you made $100,000 and you want that $100,000, but you still believe Bitcoin or the asset that you're trading still has more room to go up. So what do, right? You can say, okay, you know what? I'll put it to 50%. So that I make $50,000 guaranteed my stop loss to 50% or 50% more than break even, if it makes sense. And then, you kind of have to decide for yourself. If you really believe it's going to continue going up, then you let it ride. But if you think that you need that profit which you just made, then it's good to realize some of it, I would say. Bitcoin under 100K is still cheap. Yes, I do think so. Congrats all who managed to buy Bitcoin under 100K. Yep, congratulations. My Coinbase is working. Fantastic. What do you think about crypto ATM? I've never used it. CryptoKid, what do you expect will happen to after Powell speaks tomorrow? It's not going to change much, I would say. Bro, please tell me the only is hitting my mind that Bitcoin has left the CME gap. It's not. Don't worry about it. Did you wreck driving go-karts? Kind of. 109K incoming. Yes. You were doing bumping cars with the go-karts, maybe. Yes. Hey, Groups Kid, what's your bet on the next meme coin to use leverage on? I wouldn't. I mean, a few days ago, yes. But what Carl did was very genius. He opened a bunch of long positions on a bunch of altcoins, and while they were low, which is a very smart thing to do because eventually one of them is going to pump. So your percentage rate of success is much higher. So I think he did a very good job. But next meme coin, I would probably say Shiba. I told my dad just buy every day regardless of the price, and that's a good way to. Yes, very good, very true. I don't tell this to my dad because whenever he buys, it just crashes. So he's not allowed to buy Bitcoin. It's not going down, man. It's not going down. There is still a chance to open leveraged altcoin trade. Yeah, of course there is. I think majority of the altcoins will continue going higher. So a lot of them will probably do well, but you have to manage your leverage. I would be careful. If you're not experienced, then you probably shouldn't be playing around with it. 90K in bear market, nothing lower. Probably. I mean, it appears though it's not down because somebody said it's working. I don't have Coinbase. Sad. I don't know if I can say the same thing for you. Yeah. This is the floor of the next bear market. Probably. When do you invite? That's hilarious. 9. I'm not inviting you for dinner. You're inviting me for dinner. Until then, I'm not talking to you. In fact, I'm not going to even answer to your comments. Don't do what Soloway does. Yeah, that's a good idea. Don't enter short hedge positions. Don't do what Soloway does. I bought Crow coins at 6 cents. I can't lose now, so IMO. I'm just going to let it ride. Why not? CryptoKid, if we're not in a Bitcoin position, which level should we wait to enter? That's a good question. I mean, I guess the CME gap, but I think we need to wait. I mean, I mentioned that opening a Bitcoin long was a good idea here. And now I would just wait until something else forms. I can't say exactly what to do now. I think if you're long, then that's good. But if you're not long, then I would wait. Is Bitcoin daily trading taxed in Dubai? I don't think it's taxed, no. Talk a bit more about Ethereum. Well, I like Ethereum. I think Ethereum is cool. Ethereum is nice. Ethereum will do very well. It will go to $8,000. That's my prediction. 8K for Ethereum. Lol, my dad has the same issue. Wants to buy Doge, so expect a drop here soon. Dogecoin could level off a little bit. So if you are in a Dogecoin long position, I would take some profits off of the table. It is, I don't know if a correction down to here will happen, like a 50% correction, but it's likely. There is a chance. So I would wait. I would wait. That's funny. Same thing happens with my dad. Yeah. When do you believe a retracement will happen? I don't believe a retracement will happen. I bought 0.02 ETF. Now it stands at 155 euros pro. That's why I introduced stop loss at. Okay, nice. I would love to cook for you, CK. That's good to know. That's good to know, Queen. That's good to know. Can Shiba reach... Yeah, what's the price of Shiba? How many zeros? Let's have a look at Shiba USDT. Oof, Shiba. I think it's tough. I think it's tough, man. I think it's tough for Shiba to do that. Can you repeat the two guys for TA? James, Crypto Guru, and Tone Vase. People panicking how to buy, waiting for a retracement, and just keeps pumping. Yep, that's the bull market for you. In India, Bitcoin profits are taxed 30%, not in Dubai. CryptoKid is a young genius fighting for his dreams and doing an awesome job. Hope you will be crazy successful. Assad, that's not going to solve it. I told you, if you invite me for dinner, then our beef is over. But flattery like this is not going to change anything. I'm sorry, Assad. I'm sorry. Soul. Yes, I think Soul is nice. It's actually super nice being able to talk to you finally this live stream. Yeah, I think it's good too. Yeah, ask away, guys. Anything you want, I shall answer. I think I'll stick around for a while, but then I have to go pick up my sister from somewhere. Yeah. So I'm here for some more time. But the questions would be nice if we can get the questions in. Carl ain't feeding you. Well, he does feed me sometimes. We do have dinner, but during the day we don't have food, which is concerning. I mean, he says that it's good for him to eat once a day, but he forgets that I'm a growing child, so I need to eat more than once a day. Can Shiba delete a zero? Yes. Right now, yes. Where are you originally from? Turkey. I'm from Turkey. What % chance the CME gap fills on Bitcoin? I think there's a low chance. Not too high of a chance, I would say. It will be very cool this time around. Yep. Target for SHIB. Probably like, it's tough to put a target, but I would say like around here somewhere. So between 635 to 87, I would say. Will you change your channel name when you're no longer a kid? Everybody's been asking me this, but I don't see a point in doing so. That's the thing. I don't see a point in changing the channel name because I think someone could remain a kid forever. You don't need to. You don't need necessarily to ever be not a kid, if that makes sense. I wouldn't have guessed. I thought you were American. I do have an American accent. Believe it or not, I had a very, very hardcore British accent, but then I decided American is better for live streaming and making videos. So I kind of changed my accent before I started YouTube 2 years ago. Yeah, of course, over $100,000 for sure. Yeah, easy. Tonight, could happen. I mean, it's Bitcoin, so I can't promise you, but there's a chance. BitBoy never changed his name. Yeah, he made it to BitBoy X, it looks like. Yeah, now he's BitBoy X, which is interesting. I'm just checking which of my competitors are currently long. And it looks like not many people. A lot of German people are long, which is interesting. German channels. This was us yesterday doing the Moon Show on the CryptoKit channel. Yeah, it doesn't look like everybody's long. There you go. I mean, CryptoKit is live. So if you want breaking data, then you can count on CryptoKit to go live because nobody else is live. CryptoKit at heart. Yeah, exactly, Nick. Exactly. I think the same. You should rib Carl if you were right about CME. He seemed pretty confident it will fill. I mean, I think he was okay with the probability that it doesn't fill. 17 years old. I am 25. I hope I invested in crypto sooner as you did. It is what it is, man. We all have our different times at different things. Trust me, I have FOMO that I didn't buy earlier. So it never goes away. Good for you, man. Good for you. Yeah, that's a bit tough. Is hard the legal part of living in Dubai for a crypto trader investor? I'm 16 years old, and when I'm 18, I want to move to Dubai. Dubai is fantastic, dude. Try and move to Dubai as soon as you can. But it's expensive to maintain a lifestyle here, so make sure you have some money before you move to Dubai. Yeah, that's what I would say. We love your perspectives on things. Everyone always has their inner little dudes and dudesses. That's pretty cool. You must be a very good actor if you can change your accent like that. Yeah, I would do some accents for you. I'm very good at impressions, but I don't know. I think people get offended by that. Like 4 years ago when I used to do impressions and accents and I don't know, copying people, it wasn't racist to do that. Like people appreciated it, but now I have a feeling that if I do accents, people will feel offended, which is which I don't really understand. But if you look at the pi cycle top, like I've not looked at this in a while, you can see that the pi cycle top. So the pi cycle top occurs when the red line hits the green line, and look at how far away we are. Oh my God! And the pi cycle top is very accurate, very, very accurate. You can see that it predicted the 2021 top, kind of. It predicted the 2017 top, and also the 2013, the two 2013 tops. So it's funny. I think it will do the same again this time round, and you would have to see this red line cross into the green line to indicate that you're going to have a cycle top. But this red line is so far away from the green line that it's very much possible that that top happens anywhere here between 160 to 200, I would expect. So this is not the top. Bitcoin is going a lot higher. Bro has multiple personality capabilities. Yeah, if I want to, I guess. Would you still recommend buying more Doge or wait for a pullback? I always buy Doge. Thanks for all the hard work you have done to help us, CK. That's kind of you. Thank you for watching. Why does leverage doesn't matter when you trade with millions? Leverage can matter if you trade with millions. It's all about how much money you want to make, right? You can always make more money with leverage, but you also increase the risk of getting liquidated. So you have to be very confident that thing goes up or if it goes down when you're shorting to increase your leverage. But it's a complex tool. It shouldn't be used by everyone, I would say. Well, we know we can count on you. Thanks, man. Thank you. If I start a new investment today, which altcoin would you suggest? Ethereum. My job was too unstable to do what I needed to do over the past few years, but I got a small bag at least. That's perfect, dude. That's perfect. Bitcoin is dominant 61. Is it? Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, wow. 61%. Hello. It looks like 60. Da Vinci said 62% is going to happen. 62% should happen. Last cycle, it was Carl going live on every news event. Yeah. I have that. You know what? I have that FOMO, but honestly, that FOMO of just going live all the time has drifted away because, you know, in the bull market, it's crazy. So I'm just going to be trying live. I'm going to try and be live all the time. Can you speak in a British accent now? If I wanted to, yes, but I don't know if I want to. Thank you for cheering my country. Always, man. I don't know where you're from, but always. Go back to British accent for 5 minutes. I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think it's a good idea. I don't want to embarrass myself. Do some accents, bro. Would have never thought you were Turkish. Yeah, I'm Turkish. I don't look. It's funny because Turkish people have a very hardcore accent. It's like they blend Turkish and English vigorously together. So when a Turkish guy speaks English, it's like he's speaking Turkish. It's funny. Do you have any watches? Yes, I'm not a huge watch guy. I mean, like you can tell probably from this watch. I have like, I wear 2 watches regularly. One of them is this. It's a Swatch Moonwatch. The blue dial is fantastic. And I'm very clumsy with things. So I drop my phone like 5,000 times. I am a very clumsy individual. So I did the watch thing for a while and I just ended up keeping it in a safe. So that really has no value to me. That's why I wear one Rolex, which I've been wearing for a while. And I just put everything in Bitcoin, right? So watches are not my thing, to be honest with you. Do you know your MBTI? The way you analyze is very interesting. I don't know what an MBTI is. Can you let me know what that is? I'm curious. What is liquidity provider? Is it all trades something else? Okay, so a liquidity provider is like a market maker. So if I go to an exchange like Bybit, you're going to see the following. That there is a bunch of trades being done real time, right? So this is called an order book. And what a liquidity provider does is it actually makes sure that you have trades available for people to take at like as many points of, okay, what's the best way to explain this? So let's say, okay, I wanted to buy Bitcoin once it drops to $90,001. Okay, is that $900,000? Yeah, okay, so there we go. I want to buy Bitcoin when it drops to $90,001. What a market maker does, or a liquidity provider does, is that it makes sure that when I want to buy Bitcoin at $90,001, that there is an order for me to be able to buy Bitcoin at $90,001. Let's go to I think a good explanation will be the watch market. So let's go to Chrono24, which is the best place to kind of track watches. Let's go here. Let's say Rolex Submariner, right? One of the most popular watches, Rolex Submariner. Enter. You can see here that there's different prices for all these different Submariners. There's 32,000 dirhams, there's 67, 78, 28.8, 31, 29, 67, etc., right? But there isn't a Submariner available at every single dollar, just like there is Bitcoin available to be purchased at every single dollar like there is on Bybit. So a liquidity provider essentially makes sure that there is a Rolex Submariner available at every single dollar for people to be able to buy, sell, etc. And the asset becomes more liquid. So I hope I was able to explain that in a good way. Let me know if you still don't understand. What is the red line and what is the green line? Red and green line, where? I think I missed it. Let me know where is those lines and I'll tell you what they are. It's not expensive life here in Dubai. Just one downside is renting apartment is expensive. Make sure to check the prices before you settle. I mean, the lifestyle is expensive. It is expensive, especially if you have a family. But if you're single, then it won't be too tough. Bitcoin would hit 500K if strategic reserve happens because other nations would need to buy Bitcoin too. Very fair point. Target for Pepe. Should I take profit now? Thanks, man. Pepe, I mean, you could take some profit now on Pepe for sure, but I think it will just continue rallying. I mean, it pumped because of the hype with the Robinhood listing, right? So I think it would be a good idea to take some profit for sure. What's your advice for a beginner trader? A beginner trader, dude, just play around with demo trading, right? So open an account on Bybit. You can use the link in the description down below. And when you create your accounts, you can select demo trading. Once you do, just play around with demo trading. That's why I was, just showing it today very randomly because you can actually play around and do things and just treat the money you have on your demo account as if it's real money. And then you'll be able to learn and practice with it for months. I practiced for 6 months with demo trading before I switched into real trading. So yeah, that should be very helpful. Carl's almost retired. I mean, he could retire right now, but he can just make so easy money currently that, if he wants to retire, he could, but why skip on free money? So there's no point for him. But eventually he will retire and do music. That's his passion. If you think you're late on Bitcoin, you can always DCA hard on ETH. Yeah, but I just think Bitcoin will continue pumping. Where are you from originally? I'm from Turkey. Brazil. Hello from Brazil. What about FTM? FTM, I don't know too much about it, but I know an investor who is heavily into FTM. But I can't say I know too much. I actually very much need the bathroom. So I think I'll continue for another few minutes and then I will dip because otherwise this studio will be not a nice place to walk into. Bitcoin dumping. It's incredible to say that Bitcoin is dumping to 92K. It's funny. We live in the UK, but lived in New Zealand for a few years and worked at a Turkish cafe there. We learned how you do your numbers and how you shake your head for yes and nod for no. Opposite to what? So we learned how you do your numbers. Okay, nice. And how you shake your head for yes. I mean, no, we don't. I mean, I don't know. Maybe we do. People get offended way too easily today. Yeah, I completely agree. Is Carl actually retiring after? I don't know. Ask him. I don't know. Hello from beautiful Himalayan country, Nepal. Man, Nepal is incredible. Nepal is really nice. If Bitcoin hits, dude, Pistachio, you used to. I think your name was Tyler before. You have watched like every single video I've made. You are a complete legend. You are getting some nice gifts in this bull market. 100,000%. I live in New Jersey, big Turkish community here. I used to work for a guy named Ayup Ulu. Nice. Cool, man. That's cool. Evet, Türkçe konuşuyorum. That is something I do. You think Bitcoin can reach $100,000 by this week? Yes, there's a possibility. Red and green when they cross. Okay. Pi cycle. Yeah, pi cycle. So when they cross, it indicates a top for Bitcoin, and it's never missed. Like it's never ever missed. For a bottom it has, but for the top it hasn't. So when that does cross, I would be considering to sell, but it looks like it's not going to cross for a while. Pi cycle top. And it's not working for, there it is. Okay. So when it crosses, it indicates a top. Queen sends her love. What are your final profits on demo trading after? A lot, but it's not fair because I started with a lot of capital too, but it was good profits. He likes trading too much, I guess. Yeah, probably, yeah, true. For Carl, yes. Oh, Brazil. Yeah, nice. Do you know how much spot? Yes, I do, but I'm not going to tell you. What do you think about Bitflex markets being down? Is it down? I have no idea that it's down. Let me double check that. Because if that's the case, that's an issue. Because I have many positions there. So let me check if that's the case. Let me check if that's the case. Okay, I'll get back to you when I get a reply. What about, okay, 100K Friday. Yeah, I think it's going to happen. Hi from Sweden. Hello. Ricard. Is it Ricard or Ricard? Red and green, when they cross for the price. Yes, when it crosses, then it's the top. What's your take profit 1 and take profit 2 for spot Bitcoin? Well, there's a bag that I hold forever because I think it's going to become the money. But for this cycle specifically, I think around 200K, I will take some profit. How much have you invested in Bitcoin? A lot. Let's just say a lot. Yeah. How do you feel about Doge? I feel great. I mean, a lot of my portfolio is in Dogecoin, like a massive chunk. So I'm happy. I know I don't seem happy, but trust me, inside I am. I'm just very tired. Are the best trading chances at the beginning of the banana? Are the best trading chances at the beginning of the banana? So after it takes off, you trade it less. Yeah, because you technically want to be along here, and then you just ride it until the top, and then you take profit, and boom, that's it. But of course, when there is an opportunity to go long, so if Bitcoin were to correct to 85K, which we were there like a few hours ago, then I guess you can long again. But usually I just swing trade, keep the position open, and wait. The MBTI categorizes 16 personality types based on their cognitive preferences. Each type is represented by a 4-letter code. You strike me as an intuitive thinker who seeks logical congruency. Probably. I will check it out after the stream. Thanks for letting me know. Maybe they were having a laugh joke with us. Maybe, yes. That could be the case. How much do you spend per month to live? Well, look, I still live with my parents because I like living with my parents. I know that I won't see them for an infinite amount of time. So I decided to stay and live with them while I have the chance to. And because that is the case, and I can't drive, so I can't buy a car, I don't really have too many costs. So I probably spend, if you exclude like luxury purchases, which are unnecessary, on food and transport, I probably spend like $1,500 to $2,000. So really, it's very small because I don't really need to spend, and I don't like spending if I don't have to spend. Do you have a group for trading that we can join? I do have a free Telegram channel in the description down below, but honestly, we talk about a lot of the things on the videos, but I could, I guess, do a private one. I'm not sure. I'll think about it. Okay, good to know. Hi, I am Ali from Pakistan. Can you tell me about Solana and its trend? Well, it's breaking above a bullish pennant. So if we look at the Solana chart, it's very much bullish. I think it will go higher. I think $385. Yeah, I know it's very specific, but it's just a gut feeling. What is the minimum budget for a good lifestyle to live in Dubai? Yeah, $10K if you're alone. That should be, $10K per month, you will live a very good lifestyle. Yeah, 100%. When ETH will follow Bitcoin? Soon. I can't tell you exactly when, but it should be in the next 3 to 4 weeks, I would say. Yeah, actually, I had a problem with AVAX. I had a position on AVAX which I wanted to do something with, and it didn't work. So yeah, I'm sure the team was on it, but yeah, it was a bit annoying. Are your parents Bitcoiners also? God, no, they're not. Sadly, they're not. Can a beginner trader be a millionaire in the next 4 years or less? Well, yes. I'm proud to say that I was able to do that, but it wasn't just from trading. It was from multiple things at the same time. So trading is a good passive income that you can funnel into other things that you want to build. But just from purely trading, I think it's difficult. It will take you many years to become a millionaire just from trading. But if you time the Bitcoin cycles right, then yes, there is a possibility. Open a long now or wait? Open a now. open along now. I wouldn't go crazy leverage because now we're in price discovery. So we don't really have like support and resistance so much. So maybe if you do like a 2-3x leverage on Bitcoin, that should be fine. Your liquidation price will be very low and Bitcoin will continue to a lot higher. So I think you should be fine in the long term. We should reach 300 likes. I think it's a very good target. We're at 300 viewers. So technically we can't reach 300 likes because we don't have 300 viewers. But the view to like ratio is insane. The view to like ratio is pretty crazy. Does Bitflex work in the US? I'm not sure. You can try and see if it does. I'm not sure. I'm a multimillionaire because I studied Bitcoin and DCA'd over many. You're a legend, Bert. Yeah, you're a legend. What do you think about Brent this cycle? Ask Da Vinci. Is that Carl or Mr. M? It should be, I think it's Carl. Carl, is it you who's watching or is it somebody else? I feel like it's Carl because he used the word though. And that's a Carl thing to say. So I think it's Carl. TA on Me Token, please. Let's have a look at Me Token. Me USDT. I'm a big whale on Me Token. So full disclosure. But I'm holding. I'm not selling anytime soon. It's incredible. It's very cheap. It's very cheap. It has like a $4 million market cap and the game is insane. So this thing is going a lot higher. And we've broken up from a crucial trend line. So we should go higher. Hell yeah, kid. You already know we're printing the cycle. Oh yes, we are. For sure we are. Welcome to the moon. Yeah. Welcome to the moon. Can you check dogs? What is that? Dogs? I've not heard of it before. Dogs. USDT. Oh, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good at all. I think Bitcoin's chart looks nicer. Do you think we will see? Yes, we will. 2,500. Unlikely. I would say unlikely. It's unlikely. It is unlikely. But guys, I think I'm going to end off the stream here because I do need to use the washroom. So it's unfortunate that that's the case, but it is what it is. The closing statement will just be that Bitcoin will probably pump a lot higher. So be prepared. And yeah, I wish you all the best. Since you're in Dubai, how would you take profits into dirhams and which banks would you recommend? Well, there's a lot of OTC desks here, which I think a lot of people use, or you can just apply for the Bybit card. So if you use, again, the link in the description down below, you can get a Bybit card, which you can apply to and actually spend your crypto with this Bybit card. It's pretty cool. It works. Thanks, bro. Have a good one. Thank you. Buckle up, says Queen. Yeah, it's we're about to go crazy. We're about to go crazy, guys. For sure. For sure. With that said, guys and girls, I think I'm going to dip. It's been a nice show. We reached 250 likes with 300 viewers, which is pretty crazy. I've not seen that like to view ratio ever before. So it looks like everybody did enjoy these live shows, which is so nice to see. Thank you so much for watching. And I know a lot of you were already watching the moon show, so this must have been like double the content for you. Yeah, pretty cool. There is still a chance to open. Yeah, I mean, yes, there's always chances to open leverage long positions. We passed 93, did we? Did we pass 93? Yeah, I mean, yeah, we did. Today we did, yes. Today we did. Thank you. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye. Have a good day. See you.